What if I told you that your coffee mug is Bhairava? That cup, that table, that rock outside your window is just as Bhairava as you are, not in a poetic way, not as a symbol, but literally alive, filled with awareness. Sounds crazy, right? But this is what the ancient masters of Kashmiri Shaivism said thousands of years ago. They said, all this is verily Bhairava. Today, we will dive into this radical truth that everything, every sound, every shape, everything you see is Bhairava Baba himself, playing the game of being what it is. The great saying, the Mahabhakya from the Tantras is simple but shocking. Sarvam Khalvidam Bhairava. All this is Bhairava, not just humans, not just animals or trees. Even your shoes, your laptop, your toothbrush, all are Bhairava. When you hear this, your mind might say, how can a rock or a cup be conscious? They don't move, they don't think, they don't feel. But that's where the magic begins. The sages of Kashmiri Shaivism didn't see the world the way we do. They didn't see matter and spirit as separate. They saw only one living ocean of awareness, Para Bhairava, taking endless forms just to play out his Leela. But let's face it, we don't experience it that way. We see difference. We say, I'm alive, that rock is not. I have mind, that devil doesn't. So what's going on? If everything is truly divine, why do we feel this split between sentient and insentient, between life and matter, between me and everything else? The great sage Somananda, in his sacred text Shiva Drishti, gave an answer that is both radical and beautiful. He said, even a piece of cloth has the same powers as Shiva: will or Iccha, knowledge or Jnana, and action or Kriya. So now let's take that slowly. Imagine a piece of cloth. We think it's just fabric, dead. But Somananda says, no, that cloth wills to be a cloth. It knows it is a cloth, and it acts as a cloth. The cloth has chosen this form in the great play of Bhairava. It is Shiva. It is Para Bhairava, pretending to be cotton, thread, and weave. It is not unconscious, it is perfectly conscious, but it is expressing consciousness in its own way, the way of the cloth. Just like a wave is not separate from the ocean, the cloth is not separate from Bhairava. It is Bhairava Baba, smiling quietly, resting as stillness, being a cloth, because he can be anything. This universe is Vairabhava's grand game. In his infinite power, he hides himself in every form. He becomes a flower and forgets he is Vairava. He becomes a mountain and forgets he is infinite. He becomes you and me, searching for him, not knowing that he is the one searching and the one that is being found. This play is called Leela, the divine play of consciousness. So when you touch your coffee mug, you are not touching matter, you are touching Bhairab Baba himself, disguised as ceramic and heat. Now imagine for a moment what happens when you start seeing the world like this, when you look at the tree and say, this too is Bhairava. When you feel the wind and whisper, this too is Bhairava. When you stub your toe on a stone and instead of cursing, you smile because that too was Bhairava reminding you, I am here. Slowly, your whole vision changes. You begin to see the Shiva Drishti, the vision of Shiva. You stop separating life into sacred and ordinary because nothing is ordinary anymore. Every moment, every object, every person is a mask of the same divine one. As a devotee of Bhairava Baba, this understanding changes the way we live. When you eat, you feed Bhairava. When you work, you serve Bhairava. When you rest in Bhairava. There is no moment outside of him. There is no place where he is not. Even your thoughts, even your doubts are moments of his power, the dance of Iccha, Jnana, and Kriya. So when you feel lost or separate, remember you are not a small person trying to reach God. You are Bhairava, pretending to be a seeker. Now look around you. That chair, that phone, that little sound in the room, Everything is alive, everything is aware, everything is Him. The universe is not a dead machine, it is a living being, a pulsating ocean of consciousness. This is the Bhairava nature of all things. This is the truth that Kashmiri Shaivism whispers, that there is nothing outside of God because everything is God. So next time you sip your coffee, pause for a moment, look at the mug, smile, and say quietly in your heart, you too are Bhairava. O Para Bhairava, I see you in all things. Because the truth is, you, the mug, the sip, the warmth, the moment are all Him, playing together in the eternal dance of awareness. All this is verily Bhairava. Sarvam Khalvidam Bhairava. Jai Bhairava Baba. Har Har Mahadev.